Sairam. Having seen the application of Ellingham diagram and also the application of thermodynamics in the metallurgy, we will now study certain extractions of particular metals like iron. So this is the general setup of the iron metallurgical process that we undertake, where this is called as a blast furnace. Now what is a blast furnace? Is the lining material which is used in vessels so that it can withstand very high temperatures. In these cases, there is an ore added which happens to be hematite ore, limestone added which will act as a flux, which we will discuss at a later stage, and then coke which is acting like a reducing agent. So what happens in this entire case here is that a blast of air is passed from below, and this blast of air is nothing but oxygen gas. The oxygen gas sees to it that if at all any iron metal is not roasted or calcinated, which we have studied earlier, it completes those reactions. So what are the reactions that tend to happen here? That let us see now. So in the first place, supposing at lower temperatures, say at around 500 Kelvin to around 800 Kelvin, these conditions see the reaction of iron oxide, which is the hematite ore, along with carbon monoxide, which is taken as a reducing agent. This component, this reaction leads to formation of Fe2, Fe3O4 plus carbon dioxide gas. So what is this Fe3O4 is? It's a combination of FeO and Fe2O3, where this is ferrous oxide, this is ferric oxide. So this product is a combination of those two. Now what happens here is this Fe3O4 will again further react with carbon monoxide to obtain iron metal and carbon dioxide gas. So looking into the balancing of these reactions which are being present here, what we can analyze in these compounds is that the iron compounds get adjusted by themselves. So here it is Fe3, so I am going to use it as 3Fe. This part will be 4CO and this will be 4CO2 in this cases. What about the first one then? You see that there are 6 oxygens here, whereas this has only 4 oxygens in their conditions. So how do we balance this part? So the balancing here will require this in the case as the overall balancing parts here will need this to be 3Fe2O3 and this as 2Fe3O4. So what is the further balancing parts in these cases? This reaction, remember, involves the iron oxide formations also. So therefore, while iron is being balanced here, you can see the oxygen having just 10 oxygen atoms here, whereas here also it is having exact 10 oxygens. So these balances the reaction, and remember that you have got an iron in this case. What about the other possible reaction? The other possible reaction is Fe2O3 on reaction with carbon monoxide may directly end up giving iron metal also. Not necessary that it has to go through the process of Fe3O4. So what is the case of balancing in this? This will become 2Fe. Here is this 4 oxygen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms on this side. So for the sake of balancing, we see in this entire case that these oxygens which are there will be stable only if oxides of iron are being formed in these cases. So this reaction is going to be important for us only if the oxide of this iron is going to be stable. Otherwise, this will not be a suitable industrial process for us. So in this case, when we try to balance these parts, we see that since this is 4 oxygen, this is 2 oxygen, in the trial and error place, I am going to do this. But unfortunately, there is a disturbance with the carbon formation. So when I again go for further trying to balance this, this can be 3CO and this can be 3CO2. So we see that all these possible reactions are seen in this metallurgy. What happens at a little higher temperatures now? Let us see. At say temperatures above 1000 degrees centigrade or 1000 Kelvin, we have these reactions which are there. Carbon will tend to react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Remember, there is coke which is added by us and oxygen gas which is given by this blast of air. And gaseous molecules will naturally try to go above in this system. So in these cases, the carbon dioxide is been formed and Fe2O3 which is there may directly react with the coke that you have supplied, thereby forming Fe and CO2. So what are the balancing parts in this? This is 2Fe and this to balance we take it as 3CO2, but there the number of oxygens become more. So therefore as balancing it will be 2Fe2O3. To balance the iron, this is 4 iron compounds. The oxygen atoms are balanced and carbon will be balanced in this case. This is how we can get the iron here, and this iron is actually obtained as a molten slag. So molten indicates the intermediate state between the solid and the liquid. So what is the role of this limestone now? The role of this limestone now is that CaCO3, calcium carbonate, because there is pretty much high temperatures available, we get it as calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide gas also is present inside the system. This calcium oxide will tend to react with all the impurities which we write it in the form of corresponding silicates. So silicon dioxide is a composition of all the impurities. It reacts with calcium oxide and it forms calcium silicate, which we call it as slag. So what is slag is, we can in general sense we can tell it as the compounds which are added as flux and gong. So flux is that compound which will react with the gong, which are nothing but waste particles, and they will give you slag. So all this molten slag will be held up here, and the iron that you get is called as pig iron, which is actually having around 4% of carbon present in it. With more purifications, we can get another form of iron which is called as cast iron, which will only have 3% of carbon in it. A pure form of iron is called as wrought iron, which will be malleable in nature, which can be used for many other alloy formations also, so that at high temperature reactions which are there here, these will lead to better formation of iron compounds. The purest form of iron is called as wrought iron. Thank you. Sairam.